What's up, y'all? It's your boy Nicky Rod, and today we have another video. The goal of jiu-jitsu is to incapacitate your opponent. There's some dangerous moves in jiu-jitsu, and today we're gonna go over the most dangerous moves our sport has to offer.
Dangerous as in what?
Catastrophic, causing most bodily harm.
It's gotta be the buggy choke. I guess Z-locks or the buggy choke. It's a good option. Closed guard buggy choke. Break the spine. I'm dead serious.
What's the most dangerous submission you think?
I think Z-lock.
The Z-lock?
Yeah, I think Z-lock, yeah. Because I think it's not really that painful until something breaks. And the break is catastrophic. It's not like a wrist or an ankle or something. It's like you're a very serious knee injury.
So go with the Z-lock there?
Going with Z-lock, yeah.
Z-lock. Fucking Z-lock. I've seen it.
It is Z-lock for sure. Especially if the leg's straight. It just breaks.
I would say Z-lock just because a lot of people fuck themselves up on it.
Yeah, they don't know what to do there.
We went around the gym and asked everyone what the most dangerous technique is, and a big proportion of everyone said the Z-lock. So let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for watching this video. Please give us a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and drop in the comments. Let me know exactly why you hate Craig Jones. Type it up and let us know.
We're here, first let's say we're in standard cross ashigarami here with the foot to foot or triangle, whatever you prefer. Z-lock is when you manage to get the primary leg here across your body to the far, or rather near side, and you have, again, control over the secondary leg. Go easy on your partner here because there's a lot of pressure on the inside of their knee. And you either go foot to foot or triangle. And now the danger of this technique is that it applies a tremendous amount of force on the inside of their knee with a very minimal amount of effort on your part. So if you're tense and freaking out, moving around and around here, you can pop a guy's knee, break it pretty badly without really intending to do so. One entry into the Z-lock submission that I like to perform myself is I pressure into the guard like so, and as they hold me off with this knee shield over here, I keep an eye on their bottom ankle. I take my right hand, pulling grip at the top of their knee. I walk in and I sit back to open up the knee elbow connection on this side, so I have room to lace through my right leg for a reap, connecting myself to the secondary leg so we can't turn out and escape, going foot to foot, and then sitting to my right-hand side. The right-hand side allows me to apply pressure with my left arm without much effort, so I hold on to his far leg quite easily. And the reaping pressure with my right leg allows me to put good pressure on the inside of his knee, applying Z-lock pressure with minimal effort. Now, the reason this move is so dangerous, in my opinion, is because standard joint locks, if you look at like an arm bar or a knee bar, okay, there's a lot of range before you get to the end, and then there's a pressure build and then a break. Okay, same with the knee bar. If I apply a linear knee bar here, his leg is normally slightly bent. I first take it to extension, then I continue to apply pressure. He experiences pain, and then it breaks. Okay, so there's a lot of red flags and alerts that occur before the knee actually breaks. The Z-lock, however, because the way the leg bends, obviously, it doesn't bend sideways at all. There's no give. There's no room for him to realize he's in danger. Okay? As well as there's not really much pain in your ligaments until they're breaking. So, we're in here. As you can see, his leg is in pretty much a normal position here. It's straightened out, but not hyperextended in any way. Now, as I apply pressure, his leg has no give to allow pressure to build before it breaks. There's no pain, there's no room for his leg to move, no alerts, no red flags. His knee just breaks. Oftentimes it'll be either the ACL or the MCL, and it's catastrophic. It'll take you out for 6 months to a year. Big disaster. So to apply this submission, that's so dangerous, obviously you want to be careful, but a good way to properly apply it is, in my opinion, not just holding onto your knee and bending like so, because that's just going to allow him to continue rotating that direction. You want to post. In this case, my left foot is going to push on my right foot, and I'm going to slide my left ass cheek along the mat in the direction behind me. So I hold on to my thigh. You can underhook the ankle. For now, we're just going to hold on to our thigh or shin. We're going to push our quads. Okay, our quads are going to be pushing my left foot into my right, and we get a submission with minimal effort here. It's very dangerous, especially when you're moving around a lot. If the guy just kicks and goes a bit crazy here, he could hurt his own knee. So yeah, just be careful when applying the submission. Again, left foot pushes on right, slight quad extension, you get a good submission. An experience with this move, the Z-Lock, that I had personally is back when we all used to train at Henzo Gracie Academy up in New York. I was training with Damien. We got into this exchange. We were doing cross ashigarami or inside Senkaku situation. I wasn't familiar with the move, and neither was Damien. The knee kind of buckled. My knee kind of buckled before I really had a chance to feel any pain, really become aware that I was in a submission at all. As far as I know, Damien didn't know either. Maybe he did, but we'll ask him later. Yeah, it was brutal. It hurt very badly only after it broke, not before. Didn't have any warning, didn't have any signal that I was in a submission. It was 2 months to the day before ADCC 2019, I believe. Sucks, took me out of the tournament. Be careful with it, respect it, and now you know how to do it. Now you know what signs are coming up. You're about to get submitted or you're about to do some damage to your partner's knee. Be careful.
Flying things, anything. Not just like seated.
Most dangerous?
Yeah.
I think the most dangerous move is probably going to be like a jumping guard pull, but the most devastating break I think is a knee bar. Z-Lock too is a good one, but that's because of the lateral knee bar, but any type of knee bar I feel like it's really, really bad for us.
Dude, sometimes even like jumping close guard can be like super dangerous. Just any falling body weight is have tremendous effects. Flying triangles, flying arm bars, but even like I think flying close guard, jumping close guard, landing on somebody's knee, just hyperextending their leg is pretty sketch. Today we're going to talk about something that's common in the world of jiu-jitsu that is also quite dangerous: jumping close guard. Anytime you have falling body weight, it can be a recipe for disaster. The opponent maybe takes a collar tie and looks to jump close guard. Go ahead, 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. Obviously this is pretty safe because I recognize it. Also kind of erotic at the same time.
Guys, it is fucking freezing in Austin. This is my personal favorite sweatshirt. It's super warm, stylish, comfortable, doesn't shrink. We will not be getting these again, so definitely get them while they're still in stock and stay warm.
When it becomes dangerous is when you're not expecting it, and an opponent jumps guard on you. What you see a lot of times is an opponent jumps guard. Go ahead, jump guard again. And as his body weight falls, he'll land on a leg, hyperextending the knee and causing quite a bit of damage. So in practice, in training, definitely you should avoid jumping close guard. It can spell disaster. Anytime you have falling body weight on a singular piece of your body, can do damage to the knee, the hip, the leg, etc. So something you could do to avoid the damage of jumping close guard is fall with the opponent. A lot of times I see this a lot when females compete. Females like to jump close guard, and the opposing female standing looks to catch the body weight and stay standing. And then a lot of times what ends up happening is the opponent slides down the leg, and they end up extending. Their body weight pretty much falls on their knee as they try to stay standing. They get hyperextended and cause various damage. So when an opponent jumps guard on you, look to fall with them. As opposed to they jump guard, you stay standing. I'm going to feel as their feet leave the ground. My feet are also going to leave the ground. I'm going to fall with them. So first way, this is exactly how you would get injured. If an opponent jumps guard, boom, his body weight lands here. I get hyperextended. It's going to call for disaster. Now the second way, you fall with him. I'm going to fall with you, all right? Wrestling, go ahead, go. Boom, fall with them down towards the mat. So just a little bit of advice if you're in competition or if you're training with somebody that's not from your gym and they're jumping close guard. Again, recognize it. If you try to catch your body weight, a lot of times it doesn't go well. You get your legs hyperextended, causing damage. As you feel an opponent jumping guard, let your legs go and fall with them, follow them down towards the ground. That's the best way to avoid an injury, when an opponent's jumping close guard. So if they're jumping, fall with them. Don't try to catch their body weight. It can be more dangerous. Now, the first time I competed was at a local tournament, right? I was a multiple-year wrestler. I started wrestling since I was 12. I only was doing jiu-jitsu for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I entered an open tournament competing against various brown belts, black belts, and purple belts. In one of my first matches ever, I get to the Kimura position. I do a very sloppy but powerful Kimura where I'm gripping the wrist, have proper Kimura grip, and I'm pushing that thing backwards. It was actually my first time experiencing what it felt like to break an opponent, to break a limb, tear some ligaments. I remember holding his forearm, and as I'm cranking the Kimura, I just felt, first of all, I hear popping, and then under my hand, under my palm grip, I felt a balling up of muscles. It seemed that some kind of muscles or ligaments that was connected towards the elbow shot down towards around the wrist, and under my wrist grip, I just felt a balling up of ligaments and muscles. A very exhilarating and interesting feeling. You know, the guy was just like a local black belt, and I was a up-and-coming guy, technically a white belt of jiu-jitsu with, you know, some wrestling experience. But yeah, that was definitely the first time I broke somebody, but also one of the most devastating ones, just because he absolutely could not move or use his arm afterwards. Kimuras can be risky, especially I think a legs Kimura is also quite dangerous as well, because, you know, you have the power essentially of your whole body with a legs Kimura, your upper body, your lower body working together to turn one opponent's arm backwards. So the Kimuras, whether legs Kimura or just your standard Kimura, can be quite dangerous. In addition, it's quite interesting to me to feel the muscles and ligaments tear and then shoot down around the wrist and ball up. So quite an interesting feeling. I will definitely remember. That's something I'll remember forever. You know, if you're a good competitor, you're looking to compete at the highest stage in jiu-jitsu, I'm sure you'll feel that feeling eventually.
What do you think?
Probably Aoki. Yeah, that's a.
It just happens fast.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It comes on pretty quick.
Damage causing? Ooh. Knee bar. You let knee bar go, dude? Oh, fuck. Game over.
It's definitely not Z-lock. I'd say rear naked choke. Most lethal submission there is.
Dude, if you have calves like me, probably straight ankles. Probably the flying shit, scissor shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Kanye Wasami's got to be the most dangerous. Yeah, dude, that shit is. I've seen too many horror stories at Nagas.
So we're talking about dangerous moves, right? Kani Basami is one of the most dangerous. We actually have it banned here in the gym, so we really only ever use it in competition. There's a bunch of different setups. The one we're going to look at today is one where our opponent grabs a single leg on us. All right, so he has a single leg up here. From here, I'm going to look to start taking a whizzer and grabbing inside my own thigh. Now, from here, I'm going to start placing my left hand down towards the mat. I'm going to start to hop behind my opponent. Now, when I do this Kani Basami, it's very important that I sit him down in a backwards motion rather than jumping into the side. A lot of times you'll see people kind of like jump in towards the leg like this, okay, and that's where the very bad knee injuries come. So what you really want to be doing is using a scissoring motion of your legs and then sitting him straight backwards. So we grab inside our own thigh, left hand comes down, we start to hop behind. Now when I jump, I place my knee directly behind his, and I'm hitting a scissoring motion where I sit my partner straight backwards, and we land in this cross ashigarami position. So once again, our opponent has a single leg on us. We insert our whizzer, we grab inside our own thigh. From here, left hand starts to come down towards the mat, and we start a hopping motion to get behind our partner. From here, I jump, I focus on bringing my left knee behind his knee, and I make sure that I hit a scissoring motion with my legs to sit him straight backwards. Again, we're not jumping into the side of the knee. We want to sit him in a backwards direction. The main reason people end up getting injured during this move is because they're not sitting them in a backwards direction, right? So what ends up happening, so grab the single leg. So what ends up happening, right? So we're in here, we have our whizzer. Rather than bringing the knee behind and then scissoring to sit them backwards, people will jump directly into the side of the knee like this. And a lot of times, the toes will get caught, and then the knee will start to bend inwards like this, and that's where you can get really bad knee and ankle injuries. So yeah, again, you want to be sitting them backwards and not jumping like with the momentum coming towards the second leg. If the Kani Basami is performed wrong, a lot of the times you'll get very severe MCL tears on the inside of the knee, sometimes ACL as well, sometimes meniscus. You can also destroy an opponent's ankle. It's actually how my ankle got injured. It wasn't Kani Basami, but it was a similar motion where my toes got caught on the mat and my knee came inwards like this. So yeah, it'll put you out for a very long time. You know, if it's very catastrophic, you'll be off the mats for close to a year. So one story of someone getting injured with this Connie Basami. Back at Henzo's, we had this pretty big guy. He walks around about 230 pounds. He was actually training with one of his female students, who's probably like around between 130 and 140. Female student jumped a Connie Basami on him and just completely destroyed his knee. I think he tore like MCL, ACL. I think it may have even torn his hamstring as well. Super brutal when it goes bad. So don't do this in training, guys. Make sure you leave it for the competition mats.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys stay safe out there and don't hurt your training partners. And enjoy the content. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment. See you next time.